Hi everybody, welcome back to Classic Firearms. Today we're going to talk about the SCAR 17S.
Matt, you didn't even do the operator intro.
Man, I ain't got time for that. Cue the build montage. Welcome back everybody, I am Matt, and today we are going to talk about the SCAR 17S. I hope you enjoyed that build montage, and we're going to talk about some of the cool features on this rifle and what makes this loadout so special. But guys, we're going to talk about those features right now, starting from the tip, going to the butt. So starting up here at the front end, we do have a muzzle brake. It's kind of got a muzzle brake flash combination, flash hider combination. So you see it's got the prongs, but it's also got the 3 chambers here. This is going to help tame the recoil and kind of muzzle flash of that 308 cartridge, 7.62x51. You've got this really cool FN barrel. FN is renowned for their hammer forged barrels, and I definitely think that that is one of the really kind of coolest components of the rifle as it is. Moving back, we've got our flip down front sight. I love the fact that you can keep the front sight mounted and flip it out of the way when you're using some kind of an optic. That's a very cool feature because it does mean that if there's some kind of mechanical defect with your optic or a malfunction or damage happens, that you are able to get those iron sights flipped up and engaged without too much of a problem. Right here, we've got a Surefire Scout Light Pro that is mounted to the side. Now, I'm left-handed. When I'm putting this together, I'm kind of assembling the package the way I would want it, right? So the way this is currently set up is more a little bit left-handed friendly, but of course these components can be switched around. We're gonna swing the rifle around real quick. This has the SR07 switch on it, which does have a momentary as well as a constant switch on it. So if we just kind of test that out real quick, you can see we got a constant on with this rear switch, and then we have a momentary with that kind of oblong pad there. One of the things that's really awesome about the SCAR is this upper receiver. It is a monolithic upper receiver and rail, so that's all one metallic piece. And that is the serialized part of this firearm, which is interesting in comparison to, say, the AR-15, where it's the lower that is the firearm. Now, speaking of the lower, this has a polymer lower, and that's an interesting kind of thing. It kind of reminds you of, like, say, more modern HK style products that have a polymer lower receiver. This has the EOTech Voodoo, which the 1-to-10 LPVO, and it is the SR5 model that has an MRAD reticle. It's got a really nice handy throw lever here, so you can quickly adjust the magnification. And this is an illuminated optic, so we have a button here on the side that will kind of illuminate the circle of death when you're on that low magnification, and it's got a illuminated reticle when you're on a higher magnification, but it's just the reticle itself, not kind of the rest of the Christmas tree that is the MRAD reticle. This is mounted to the rifle with a spur mount. It's the ISMS, the Ideal Scope Mount System. And it is probably one of the most rock steady mounts that you could have. The fact that there are just so many screws that are made of such a high material, and it even comes with a self-leveler here in the rear. So this is a fantastic package as far as your optic is concerned. Of course, standard magazine for this is going to hold 20 rounds of 7.62x51, and this has the non-reciprocating charging handle model. So when you charge the rifle back, this will not reciprocate while it's firing, which is great because that reciprocating charging handle kind of gets a little scary, depending on where your hand's placed and stuff. But certainly this is a fantastic rifle. I love the SCAR. It's a lot lighter than you think it would be for a 308 rifle. I definitely think I've held heavier AR-10s before, for instance. I did neglect to mention the AFG2 from Magpul up here. FDE to match the rest of the rifle. Obviously, nothing particularly matches on this rifle. FN's kind of known for their 50 shades of FDE, but still, I think it just looks really good on this rifle, and it gives that nice ability to pull it back into your shoulder. And the way we have it set up over here, so you kind of can grip around the light, and then your fingers just fall right onto that pressure pad. So I definitely think that that adds just a little bit extra functionality to this rifle. Obviously, you have the famous UGG boot stock, and this is side folding as well as adjustable for length and comb height. And just all in all, I tell you, the SCAR is a shooter's rifle. I really think that, you know, if you're someone who likes to go out and enjoys shooting, that the SCAR is a phenomenal platform for that. You know, typically when we think of the SCAR, there's kind of the SCAR Light or the SCAR Heavy, and the SCAR 17 fits in that SCAR Heavy category. In the 308, or, you know, they do offer options in 6.5 Creedmoor as well. This one in particular is, of course, in 308. So as far as why I kitted it out this way, so again, being left-handed, this arrangement of the accessories just really feels natural, where you can control, you know, the light with your offhand. I definitely think a light is a very important accessory on any rifle that's going to see regular use, especially in any kind of a defensive situation, because target identification is a must. You have to know what it is that you may be shooting at, and you know, it's one of the basic rules of gun safety. As far as the optic, I think the EOTech Voodoo is one of the highest quality optics that's available out there, and I think that having the option of going from the 1 magnification to 10 magnification gives you a lot of versatility in kind of close to moderate distances. Now, certainly you can shoot 10 magnification on a scope out to 400 or 500 yards, but that's kind of asking a lot out of only 10 magnification if you're really wanting to shoot a precision shot, right? But as far as, you know, just engaging paper targets or something, certainly out to 300-400 yards, 10 magnification is perfect, but you still have that option to go down to a 1 or a 1.5 if you're shooting something within, say, 100 yards. That gives this rifle a lot of versatility because 308 is a fantastic caliber. I'm a huge fan of 7.62, mostly 39, but 51 as well, because it's just a heavy cartridge that carries a lot of energy. And so for those kind of, you know, close to middle distance ranges, you're talking about something that can definitely do a lot of work, whether it be defensive or hunting, you know, taking down game animals up to, you know, moderate size. It's definitely something that is a very effective cartridge. And that's one of the things I like about it. Again, the angle foregrip, I love the fact that it just gives you much more positive purchase. If there's one thing I would like to upgrade about it, it might be the grip. This angle of the grip, not the biggest fan, but that is indeed the original FN grip. So if you were kitting this out, what would you think you would want on like a dream giveaway? Would you like a specific rail or a specific grip? A suppressor? Is there a different brand of light that you really prefer? Or maybe there's like a dream optic out there that you've always wanted to get your hands on. I'd be really interested in knowing what kind of accessories you guys would throw on there. But yeah, certainly this is just, I think, a workhorse of a build, and it's going to get all of your kind of general basic use out of it, because, you know, you've got those kind of needed accessories and then just nothing else, right? So it's got the essentials without having just extra stuff thrown on there for extra weight, right? So guys, definitely, we appreciate you coming down to our channel, and all of you, again, you know, we always want your comments down below to tell us what it is that you'd like to see next. Is there some kind of a dream gun you think that we should highlight? And again, we appreciate your views. Leave a comment below about what else you might like to see. And folks, we appreciate your time. Thanks very much.